Good evening, adults, and welcome to Colonel Mastodon Presents Game Night, episode 25, everybody. We did it, everybody. We did it. I can't believe it. It's amazing. I've been doing this 25 nights in a row. I'm your host, Dan Farley. Reggie will be joining us. He's joining us at about 8:15, so he's running late. If you want to find me, you can find me at JerseyDan18 on Twitter or DanFarley18 on Instagram. And tonight we have two very special guests. I'll introduce them one at a time. Please give a warm welcome for Stefan Romanyszyn.
Hi, everybody.
How you doing, buddy? Fresh from
Dan,
14?
it's good to be here. First-time watcher, first-time caller.
Great. That's lovely. And then also from a big player in the New Jersey comedy scene, please give a warm welcome to relatively new father and even older husband, Jimmie Allinder, everybody. How are you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. Just bored out of my head. So, how you doing with this
time.
kid? Yeah. How you doing with the kid?
I'm all right. I'm good. Things are weird right now. It's a weird time to have a kid and just be
for sure.
around them all the time.
Yeah. So you said you had a bunch of jokes you wanted to tell.
Oh, geez, nice organic intro, Dan.
No, nice organic, baby. That's what I do. It's fucking.
Yeah.
I just. Fucking. Yeah. All right, so you can have the floor, man. Go ahead.
All right, yeah. Well, let's hope I can live up to that intro. You wrote some jokes.
Hold on, before you get started, here's Reggie. He's joining us.
Yo, Reggie.
He's coming in now.
Sorry, I didn't get like a yell.
Hi, Reggie.
Hey.
What's up, Reginald Parker, everybody? What's up?
In your face, sucker!
Reggie, are you tired of being home with your wife all day, or is it like everything good?
What? Everything with my wife is great. We're having a lot of fun. And no,
I cannot hear Reggie.
Oh, you can't hear me?
Oh, I can hear him.
Oh,
Don't worry
can.
about you. Don't worry about me.
We are actually.
I'm not worried about me. Nobody else. I saw him for a second, then he disappeared.
Well, he's here.
Yeah.
What about now? Can you see him now if I do this? Where I look omnipotent?
Is your wife sick of you, or is she like, oh, this is great. We get to bond and do stuff.
I think it depends on the day.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Overall, pretty good. We just had some Omaha steaks.
Oh, look at you!
Crazy.
You know what?
Crazy gift from the office.
Nice.
Wow. Somebody's living good in quarantine.
Some of it.
I had one joke about coronavirus. I was like, this must be a special time to be racist because you don't need an opinion. You don't need to like look bad when you try and avoid people of a specific ethnicity.
Yeah.
You're just like, I'm socially distancing myself.
That's a good point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, so Jimmie, go right
my next
ahead,
door
please.
neighbor, she's Chinese, and so her and her kids are obviously also Chinese. But
they're Scandinavian.
No, they actually adopted an African American, like a little black kid that's like, he's so fat and cute, and he looks like.
How fat is he?
How fat is he?
He's like the sweetest kid, but he screams like a girl.
That's funny.
So it's like you'll just hear random girl screams, and you're like, "Oh, that's their son." Okay,
that's their son. Well, I believe that's how Wu-Tang was formed, really.
I think so.
Yeah. So Wu-Tang.
Yeah. But she made the news because she was like talking about how like this isn't a Chinese virus. We're all dealing with it. And right as I like read this article, I like literally talked to my uncle, and he was like, "These fucking Chinese virus."
You're getting on both ears there.
Yeah, and I was like, I didn't have the time to disagree with like 65 years of what he's learned.
Oh,
so it's
definitely.
just like I just kind of like was like, yeah, I know, right? Like, yeah, it's a weird time.
Whatever.
I saw a guy masturbating in public the other day, but he was wearing a condom, so he's being careful. Yeah, I also read that O.J. Simpson. He went on Twitter and he said that if golf courses close during this, he'll go fucking crazy. Quote. and the
Open
state that he lives in kept them open. So 95% of the country shut down golf, but the state of Nevada thought that O.J. Simpson's more dangerous than the coronavirus.
Which, you know,
statistically accurate.
Yeah.
It's messier.
Let's see what else I got. I want to give a shout out to all the people in their 30s who didn't flee to their parents' house during quarantine because they already were living with them. Just quick question. Is sticking your dick in a blow dryer what it feels like to fuck a dragon? Just asking for my friend
Jon Snow.
Everyone's thanking essential workers and calling them heroes. I think we've lost what the definition of a hero is, though. I saw a guy saluting an old guy for talking trash at an Outback, or taking trash out at an Outback Steakhouse, which has to be weird for him because he was kicked out of the Navy. All right, and this is my close here. Joe Exotic. Has anyone watched Tiger King?
Oh, yes, we've all watched Tiger King.
Amazing.
Hold on, before you get to your joke, before you do your joke, then, because this is a must every time we mention it.
Tiger somewhere.
Wow.
Okay, go ahead.
That was a lot of work for 2
Yeah, no, it
seconds.
doesn't boot up sometimes.
He convinced 2 straight guys to marry him just with tigers and crystal meth. And it made me realize if that could happen to them, that could happen to me. If some guy was like, hey, look, I got 2 go-karts and a pizza. I could be bad.
That could be had. There you go.
All right. Oh, wait, this is my last thing. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, I've been working on, because I've been home with my daughter, just relating to her when she's like my age, saying like when I was your age. So all right, I'm gonna practice some when I was your ages on you guys. All right.
Okay.
This will happen in 33 years. When I was your age, Saturday Night Live didn't have jokes. It was just a mental health update from Pete Davidson.
Good.
When I was your age, there was no try to suck your own dick challenge. We did it privately. Let's see.
Now more than ever.
Yeah. When I was your age, Me Too meant sex, not getting asked to leave a buffet for being fat.
That's oddly specific.
Yeah. That's my predictions for the future. When I was your age, there was no such thing as Eskimo rap and how hard it is growing up in the Yukon territory.
You know what? Though? You probably got a point, though.
Yeah, this is my last one. When I was your age, you went to college. You didn't start a jetpack rental company, kind of like Uber, but more exciting and fun.
Allinder, everybody. That's beautiful, man.
Right.
That's
what do you guys got?
Nothing. I wasn't really gonna do anything. The one I got is like I was saying before that was like I can't stand because I was watching a lot of like shit romance TV. So like I hate when like women say like, oh, men, they're so predictable. Like, oh yeah, well, what about the JFK assassination then? Because not one woman was involved in that, and no one saw that shit coming. So.
Yeah, that's good. Oh wait, I have one more. Hold on.
Okay.
I realized I don't have one Native American friend. I was just contemplating that. Not one, but I do know a couple of alcoholics who've blacked out in a tent, which is basically that lifestyle. So
We've all been there.
Right.
Funny and racist. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, who doesn't love a good Native American joke?
I don't know why this
they've had it too good for too long.
This joke.
Wait,
Go ahead.
I got one that it's a premise that's not finished, but it's a true story. All right. I bought a pull-up bar off a 400-pound guy on Craigslist, and I asked him, "Why are you selling it?" And he just kind of looked at me blankly and said, "Because I'm not using it." That's a true story.
Mine was I hate doing laundry so much. Do you know how much I hate doing laundry? Think of how much a pedophile loves fucking kids. Now the exact opposite of that. That was me the other night. I just came up with that. All right, we'll get to the 10 questions. We'll get this going, so then we can all play on the fly. I'm going to ask you guys 10 questions. Do either one of you have anything you want to promote or anything like that? Like if you're writing a blog or anything like that?
Writing?
No.
No, not at all.
I'm working on a TV show that I think is actually decent.
Okay, well, I don't want you to say the idea out here and give it away.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I want to hear about it in private, off air. But,
yeah, sure.
Okay, so we're gonna go into the 10 questions. Question number 1, Reggie.
Wait,
I want to see
Reggie?
if Reggie knows. He's right. He's here. Can you hear Reggie? Reggie, speak.
Yeah. Can you see and or hear me?
Yeah,
I can do both now.
Okay. Don't worry if you can't see him. Don't worry if you can't see him, as long as you can hear him.
No, yeah, I can do both. I closed out of the app, opened it back up,
cool.
when he popped in.
Okay, question number 1 then. What are you legitimately bad at?
Well, sex now. That's. I used to be decent, but the knee went out. I put on weight. It's terrible.
I think my hymen grew back. I'm trying to think of something I'm legitimately bad at. Like anything automotive related. Like I could change a tire and I could check the oil. I can't do anything else. But I used to be good at it, but I'm actually very bad at golf now too.
I'm a golfer.
Yeah, like I could go to the driving range and I could hit it pretty fucking far, but I can't like playing the game itself. I'm just so out of practice. I bet I could get back into it, but it's been like years since I really played.
That was my big plan for this summer, was to get back into golf. I got my golf clubs out of the closet, dusted them off, and then the world shut down.
Dude, I bought new golf clubs before this shit started. I'm not even
you just looking through the window like
yeah, and now I'm like, I just look at pictures of golf on Instagram.
Instead I took up beating my wife with them. Actually, what was it? I went to Top Golf with my friend, and
that's fun.
It's super fun. I would do it all the time, but I'm a lefty, so I would get like the righty clubs were all like elite clubs, and then they give you a lefty. It's like this shit was found in a coat closet somewhere. Like, here, just take it. Like,
wait, you're a lefty?
I'm a lefty, yeah.
I'm a lefty as well.
See?
You want to take up golf? I just bought new clubs. I have old clubs if you want to learn it.
Oh, maybe I will. I think I have a bunch of clubs somewhere. I'd have to go look at it though. But then we were playing a game, like, we were betting money on it to see who could get, like, you have to hit those targets. And then I hit it over the backstop. So I was like, no, I won. Like this, they're like, no, you don't get any points for that. I was like, you can go fuck yourself. I won.
Yeah, that's hard actually.
Yeah, I know. That's so much harder than what they were doing.
Huh. Good shit.
Yeah. What about you, Stefan? Where'd you run off to?
Nope, he's gone.
I would get a drink. I'm right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting some starter clubs. Jimmie, I got to talk to you about that.
I went from like 3 years ago saying fuck that sport, it's retarded, and now I'm like I love it. Like,
but they're opening it. I heard in Jersey. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's super fun, dude.
Yeah. It's definitely a skill game too, and there's so much downtime that you can talk mad shit too.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
But I think they're reopening the golf courses on Saturday or something. The second.
They are, yeah.
That's gonna be a mob scene the first day.
I know. It's gonna be 73 degrees.
Yeah.
Which means it's gonna be extra mobbed. But they're only allowing people to walk, which that means that no old people will come, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
True.
Yeah.
Fuck the old.
Fuck the old. Yeah. I remember that was a big controversy on back in the day. There was this golfer who was considered one of the greatest in the world, but he had one leg, and so he legitimately couldn't walk the course. So in order to play the PGA, you have to walk the course.
Tiger Woods was advocating for him.
Yeah,
I
but
know who
because you
you're
have
talking
to, that's
about.
part of it is walking the course. Because John Daly would be mailing it in all day. So
Is he not the greatest dude
he's
ever?
the best in the world.
He's like if you're a drunk, he's like your hero.
Oh,
Like he's got money. Like he openly talks about how much he loves eating McDonald's.
Yeah. There are two
like,
alcoholic heroes, Mickey Mantle and him.
Yeah, like he's quoted as saying like, I don't lift weights and I never get hurt because you can't pull fat. Like,
me and Dan were talking about the stoner hero Harrison Ford.
Oh yeah, Reggie, because apparently they're investigating. He got into another debacle at LA airport. Like he went down the wrong runway or whatever because he was high as fuck.
That's awesome.
Indiana Jones is actually going to become the real fugitive. But he I was watching the Michael Jordan documentary, The Last Dance one, and I love how it's great. It's perfect.
Yeah, I gotta watch
and
it.
it's
really,
it's
I'm dying to watch it actually.
Dude, when they talk about Isaiah Thomas, like he's pulling no punches. He's like, yeah, that guy's a fucking asshole. I don't give a shit. Like I really don't like that guy. And then, like
he says that?
Yeah, he said it on there. He's like, and they showed him a clip of what he was, because when the Bulls finally beat the Pistons to get to go to the championship, while they were celebrating, they just walked off the court. They didn't congratulate them, nothing. Meanwhile, Jordan always congratulated them, even though he got beat by them twice. So then he was like, and then Isaiah Thomas was like, in retrospect, it probably wasn't the right thing to do, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I don't give a fuck what he says. He's a fucking asshole for that. Like, and he knows that. Like, and then they show the clip of him. Oh, it's great.
Yeah. Why doesn't Jordan just buy North Carolina? Like, he's got the money.
Yeah, Jordan's the best, dude. Like,
yeah, he would have the money if he didn't gamble so much of it.
Yeah, he's also another drunk professional gambler that someone to look up to. Like, I could be Michael Jordan.
Also a huge golfer, and he'll take on like pros. Like, there's stories of him taking on pro golfers and saying like, what do you want to bet? And then them making up, they're like, oh, your house. And he goes, okay, and we'll bet your house too. And all of a sudden, pros are like buckling under pressure to Michael Jordan, because he just puts so much on them.
Yeah, because he's that good at everything, pretty much. Like people say, like, oh, he was a shitty baseball player, but even also like his strike zone was enormous, and also like he did play double-A ball, like without ever really playing. And it felt like he batted like 210, so it's not like he was like phenomenal, but he wasn't like awful either. Like, he just wasn't as good as Michael Jordan was in basketball.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard to say somebody sucks at something when they're like basically a professional athlete.
Yeah, they're good. He's getting paid for it. I'm speaking of being good. Speaking of being good, what are you surprisingly good at? Question number 2.
I'll say one thing I'm bad at, actually. I'm bad at giving a serious public speaking talk. Really? I learned that at a national sales meeting for my job in front of like 200 people. And I was like, yeah, stand up. Been doing it forever. Like, I can do this shit. And I had to talk about a serious topic. And I started like panicking on stage in front of 200 people. And I tried to make it funny. And they were like, the person who was like directing it was like, giving me this no look. No. So I'm awful at serious public speaking.
Serious public speaking, which is somewhat ironic, if you will. But what are you surprisingly good at? Either one of you. Like the example I've been saying on here is I'm surprisingly good at sewing.
Wow.
Yeah, like I have a sewing kit right over here. And
do you have the sweaters to prove it?
Yeah, one's hanging up right here. Like, you can actually see these sweaters hanging up right there. Those are sweaters that I was sewing.
Wow. That's and
then I put them up to block out the glare. Yeah, exactly.
Man without the prison time.
Exactly. Without fucking John Spartan over here.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So that's what I've been. And what about you guys? What are you surprisingly good at?
I was surprisingly good at being in the military.
Really?
But, yeah. Nobody would expect me to take anything seriously if you knew me now.
Yeah.
But like, I was made first class in 5 years, 5.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long does that usually take?
Depends on your rating, but you can go your entire 20-year career and not make first class. In where I was in the nuclear program, it usually took about 8 or 9 years.
Wow.
You worked in the nuclear program?
Yep, nuclear propulsion, not the missiles, the propulsion.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Dude.
Naval shit, right?
Stefan was a good Navy boy, according to Dan Caprio.
Yeah. What were you doing? Are you living with Tommy still?
Yeah.
What happened?
Classic underachiever, am I? That's what happened.
Okay.
And there's Jim just setting up and whacking down the board.
Oh, you hit it right down the middle of the fairway.
You're right.
That was a little bit of a lob having.
No,
Yeah,
man, you're
I know.
fucking patriot right now. You're sheltered at home.
Yeah, the Christmas lights background. I was like, and
Well, it's the solarium. We have better Wi-Fi here than in my room.
Solarium.
You guys should do that
See my
fucking beer fest
conservatory.
party despite CDC warnings this summer, man. I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll wear a fucking bubble.
As soon as it breaks, that's the plan.
Yeah, that's always a good time. That's a good time.
My plan this year is to leave the house before Tommy does and leave him to clean up everybody's shit.
Yeah, exactly. And I always feel bad for fucking Joe with those things.
Yeah.
It's like, why does he get regulated to the grill all fucking day? Like he's like sweating and shit.
No, Joe doesn't do the grill.
No, Ed does.
Ed, yeah.
Yeah.
He loves that shit. Ed loves it.
Oh wait, I got mine.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm surprisingly good at office work.
Really, just like
Not the actual. Let me rephrase that. Not the actual work, just office environments. All I do is make jokes, and people are like, "Hey!" And I've sustained a full career from that.
I'm actually very good at paperwork. Like, I'm very good at paperwork at my job because it's like I just have to get this done, and once it's done, then I'm like, oh, it's lunchtime, I'm leaving. So
See, I'm bad in the office environment because I can't remember anyone's fucking name. Like no one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm terrible at that, bro.
Right.
And it's because of comedy that's ruined it.
Yeah.
From hosting at the Stress Factory during those open mic nights, like there's just not any more room anymore. It's done. I have to see you for like 3 months in a row.
Yeah.
Dude, I brought up one time. Do you know who Jamie Lissow is?
Yeah.
He's a headliner. Like he has a half-hour special.
Right.
He was headlining one time on like a Thursday night there, and I hosted for him. I brought him up as the wrong fucking name.
Oh, ooh,
that's a short weekend.
Dude,
that's right there. You say the name, and it just
yeah, it was. I brought him up as like Jake List something, and he just like the audience didn't know otherwise.
Yeah,
because he's not like huge, but he riffed on it for like 10 minutes.
I was gonna say,
how'd he take it
off of that? So he can't be too mad.
I mean, I was literally like, he was asking me questions from the stage, like, did you not look at? And he trashed me so hard. And by the end of it, I was like, I'm so sorry, man. I'm new, blah blah blah. And he was cool about it, but yeah. The joke's on him because I don't think he does comedy anymore. No, I don't know.
I never.
Joke's on him. He's dead.
No, he's funny though. He is funny.
Yeah. All right. The next question: what unconventional smell do you secretly love?
Skunk.
Skunk. That seems to be a common theme.
Yeah.
You know, it is sometimes like if I'm sweaty in the summer, just my arm. Like I could be like, I don't know why. I think it's like.
What part of his arm did he smell like? It.
I don't know. It just smells like salt and.
I got one.
Okay.
The smell of people going back to work. I'm sorry, I'm from Georgia. I'm from Georgia. I can't help
it. Get off your soapbox. What movie or movies have you walked out of?
Blues Brothers 2000.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one to walk out of.
That was
that was garbage.
The music was so good, but Oh, God.
Like John Goodman, Belushi, you are not.
No.
Like when I log into like my Verizon TV, they always had like ads up for shit. So I watched Like a Boss, and that was dog shit. No, that's he had it, Salma Hayek, and some white chick. Man. It was.
Oh, you know what? Well, I thought of this the other day. You notice when I walked out of it, and I was young, and this is the first movie I ever walked out of was Solo, not the Star Wars movie. Solo with Mario Van Peebles. Yeah. It was awful.
That's a ripoff of Universal Soldier.
Oh, Universal Soldier? Yeah.
It's a ripoff of Universal.
Yeah, it's absolutely. It's the same exact thing. But I still remember the commercial for it because that came out the same summer as Twister, Mission Impossible, Independence Day, and Eraser. Mm-hmm. And the commercial was just like, this summer's already twisted you, alienated you, and erased you. Now prepare to go solo.
You know what's got to be weird for Mario Van Peebles is that's the only movie he's ever done, and it's called Solo.
He was in New Jack City.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, I think he directed New Jack City too.
He was in the second Highlander movie.
God,
he's in the third Highlander movie.
Oh, the third one?
Yeah.
The joke still works.
Yeah, the joke still works. It's called Solo. It's his only self-starring movie. What about you? What about you, Jimmy? What have you walked out of?
I walked out of a movie called The Others.
With Nicole Kidman?
Yeah.
That's
but
bad
me and my cousin were kind of high, so it was it was more like we were like 15 and we were bored and we were like, I'm out of here.
That was right around when The Sixth Sense came out and they tried to every movie has to have a twist ending. Yeah. No, it doesn't. Like that was one of those twist endings. Like, let me guess, they're dead the whole time.
Yeah. Speaking of which, M. Night Shyamalan was at my 30th birthday party.
Really?
Yeah, I got pictures to prove it.
That's funny. You should save that for the interrogation game. That would have been a good one to use. I had one, I used to work for Starbucks forever, and they throughout college and stuff. And there was one guy, Sonny. He had he was this tall Indian dude that was so funny, but he had this really thick accent like this, and he was talking about how his ex girlfriend was on Howard Stern the other night, and I was like, what was she on Howard Stern for? It's like, oh, her husband has a movie coming out, The Village. You ever heard of that? I was like, her husband's M. Night Shyamalan? He's like, yo, and he was like, M. Night, you mean Manouche? And he's like, he was his roommate in college, and now his real name is Manouche.
Oh, that's great.
He's a surprisingly normal dude.
Yeah, I bet he is.
Real cool. Name actually.
No, they called him. He told me where that came from too. Is because Knight is because he's the blackest Indian you've ever seen in your life.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What movie do you hate that everyone loves? Yes, Mary Bad People was next.
Yeah, I hated Wonder Woman.
Really?
That was absolute garbage.
The end was garbage, but the lead up was in.
I was watching some superhero movies. Pretty much every superhero is one short scene away from really sucking.
Yeah.
Everyone, it's this could really go either way.
Yeah.
They should have stopped after they kind of stormed the trenches, but then once they and introduced the big bad guy, I was like, oh, this is garbage.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Good answer, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I don't know. I thought that movie was good actor, Gal Gadot is a good Wonder Woman, but the rest of it was just trash.
You know what? That is a good answer. He's convinced me I hated that movie now too.
Yeah.
I used to think I liked it, but now that I'm looking back at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could. There was some I could never get into any of the Harry Potter movies. But I think I was just too old at that point. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I just missed the boat completely. What?
The original
Solo.
That movie was actually the original Fantastic Four.
Ooh, which one? Terrible. There's so many bad ones.
The one where Jessica Alba, who's one of the hottest chicks ever, is invisible for half the movie.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing?
Like, yeah, you
That's not why
paid
you
all
hire
this
her.
money to cast her, and you're like, you know what? Her skills, she's invisible.
The second one's really bad. Like when the guy that plays Mr. Fantastic is like dancing with those chicks on the dance floor and he's getting all stretchy and weird and shit. And I'm just
Oh
like,
yeah.
It was
So
almost
bad.
like that Spider-Man 3 dance scene.
Oh, that's
Spider-Man 3.
I almost walked out of that actually.
I was close to walking out of Spider-Man
You
3,
should've.
but I was like, no, I want to see Venom, and then I was like, why am I waiting
No, you
for
don't.
Topher Grace?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'll take it. Those are movies that everyone loves, especially Spider-Man 2. It does not hold up. It fucking stinks, bro. Like it stinks.
I could still watch the first one.
I can't. Oh, there's some
I don't-
scenes, dude. I watch it. That's so.
Still not a fan of the Green Goblin, but I could watch it.
Willem Dafoe, the only man who didn't need any makeup to play the Green Goblin. It's terrible. What music do you listen to, people?
Wait,
What was the question?
You cut out. Say that
What
again.
music do you listen to that would surprise people?
I'm a big fan of the Spice Girls.
Really?
Spice is my vice, baby.
I said surprising.
Reggie, let's hear it.
I was going to say something like Korean pop music like BTS, but actually it's probably the unreasonable amount of times I've listened to Aaron's Party.
Yeah. Speaking of face tattoos.
Yeah,
Seriously.
that mess. That guy had the coronavirus before it was cool. I think I could get into like sometimes like I have to be in the right mood, but sometimes like cut came on, I'm like, this is relaxing. I get the appeal of this.
Yeah. I don't know. I like jazz, I guess.
Yeah.
Jazz,
I
okay.
listen to a lot of like big band music.
Really?
Yeah.
I like a lot of those crooners too. That are like the big band music, but with the singing. You know,
Right.
Like I love Sinatra and Dean Martin, and like
What about newer ones like Harry Connick and
Love it. Yeah.
I like that too. I love it. It's great.
Sinatra is awesome. Like
Bobby Darin, fucking love that. And I love like doo-wop music. Doo-wop music I could blast all day.
This is because of my race, but like New Jack Swing is my shit.
Nice.
Yeah, that's great.
Dude, do you guys when you hear the Temptations come on now over like someone will put it to a slideshow, do you get douche chills like I do?
Yeah, sometimes. It depends. It all depends on.
Nothing against the Temptations, but when you put it to like white people, it's like their pictures
like,
of family.
My girl.
Yeah, you're like, douche chills.
Like,
Now, you know which one fucking bothers me? White people love that Somewhere Over the Rainbow, the fat fucking Samoan dude.
Oh yeah, they'll do that.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's brutal too. Yeah, but that's perfect. You're exactly right, Reggie. You're right. People will do that all the time. Like,
yeah.
When it's like doing your dead grandmother's pictures, is like,
yeah. It's like she never went to Hawaii, and she never ate a pineapple.
She never even liked
years ago.
Yeah, she was against when they tried to join America originally.
We don't need 50 states.
49. That's it. Not crazy about those ones either.
Yeah.
What's something you eat that you recognize as gross, but you anyway?
I don't know if you've seen my physique, but pretty much everything.
That's why I want to narrow it down. You know, one for me is like chili.
Wait, say that again.
Like I'll just Hormel chili.
Ooh, Hormel chili. Good answer.
Like I'll just go like at work. I'll just go right to a CVS and like pop that open and just add hot sauce and just eat it like a fucking animal.
One of my favorite like Chinese takeout meals is egg foo young, and that shit. I know it's gross, but I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I had to run out for mixers to be here tonight because I have to turn my hangover into a rollover.
Mm-hmm.
While I was at 7-Eleven, I got 3 of the buffalo chicken rollers.
Oh,
There's nothing worse than that.
I do that. That's a like I go to before Reggie's mom, I go to 7-Eleven and get the Tostito.
All I heard was Reggie's mom and Tostitos.
Dan, you're cutting in and out. Are your parents on the Wi-Fi?
No. No, those Tostito rolls. I like that shit a lot too.
Oh yeah.
But they're gross.
Yeah. But they're delicious.
I'm trying to think, man. I ate like garbage for years, and then it started catching up with me. I would eat like what? I eat like buffalo chicken sandwich. It's chicken. It's healthy. And like no, just eating fried shit.
Why's my blood pressure 160?
Yeah. I don't know.
I could go to the next question if you don't have an answer. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to think about that.
Okay, what activity do you secretly love doing? Like one thing I'll do is I'll go on. I love reading Craigslist misconnections. Like I think it's so funny.
That's funny because I like reading Backpage.
Yeah, I used to love reading Backpage. I would actually go to the prostitute section just read those ads. I thought they were so funny too. And then I would buy one.
Bitch, no one's gonna pay you $120 an hour.
120 flowers.
120 roses
for the first hour.
I would say
it's a gift. You put it in an envelope. You don't hand it to her. We know.
I secretly love helping people move. That's a weird one.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm in a white collar job where I'm doing office work, and
so anything manual.
Dude, I'm not even making this up. The like office people that are like the facility staff.
Yeah.
They were like, "Hey, can you help me move a desk?" And I like literally like after it, I felt alive. Like I was like, I'm in the wrong job. I'm meant to be like a coal miner, I think.
Yeah, you should. That was your calling in life to like hold the fucking with the canary.
Yeah, dude. If we like move a couch, I'm like, oh, this is pretty fun. Yeah, right.
What about you, Stefan?
Probably chopping wood.
Really?
Yeah, I love when you get a good swing with the axe and it just cuts right through. It's so satisfying.
And then I would start yelling like Drago. Like,
does a lumberjack even exist in like the old form of like an axe, or is it just all chainsaws now?
I guess
it's probably mostly.
But
I have a big old axe, a maul. It's got a lot of weight to it. I think it's a 12-pound head.
Yeah, I've played with it quite a few times. Every time I'm out there, I play with it.
Yeah, we know. We all stand very far away.
This girl I knew in college, her boyfriend was a lumberjack, which was weird because he was like probably 95 pounds. But
you need those little squirrely guys to get up the tree to get to the
true. Just like shimmy up there. It's weird when you see someone that's really good at that. You're like, yeah.
You ever been to the Dominican Republic?
No, I have been to Perth Amboy though. So.
There it is.
Line of the night so far.
Okay, if you could have one person, what's the biggest thing you've done during this pandemic?
Say that again.
What's the weirdest thing you've done during quarantine?
Weirdest thing.
If you go through my Facebook timeline, you'll see pretty much the weirdest stuff I've ever.
Run for Board of Education.
That's a good one. Yeah. Wow.
I did not see that coming, Reg.
Yeah.
I'm on the ballot right now. It just came in today.
I know, and I'm going to stop saying why I think it's weird.
Yeah,
Okay. This is going online. But you've got my support.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Is it? Wait, do you live in that town?
Yeah,
No.
I live in New Brunswick. Bought my house there.
Wait, in East Brunswick?
New Brunswick.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all good.
Nice, man.
Gunswick.
Which one was that? Was that a gunshot?
Isn't crime
Yes.
way down in New Brunswick?
Crime's down.
Since the pandemic, yes.
Yeah, crime's down. Drug use isn't though. I did watch some guy, like the other day I was walking down the street, some guy tried I thought he was trying to flag me down, but it was the guy behind me that he was going to buy heroin from.
Yeah.
A lot of people are loving their heroin during the pandemic.
Yeah, they're not social distancing from that. No, sir.
Right. Yeah.
Well, how could you? Once you're in.
Huh.
I think this is probably the most acceptable time to be on drugs, to be honest.
Yeah.
You're not. What else am I doing? Who gives a shit?
Oh, I got a weird thing. I bought chocolate milk online. That's yeah.
Okay.
That is weird.
That's a good one though.
Yeah.
I actually bought Nesquik for the first time since I was like 12. That I was like, I'm gonna drink all of this.
In one day.
Like the powder. Like
wow. Powder, another kind?
I haven't had that in years.
Yeah, I know.
Do you remember the old metal jars where you have to pop the top with a spoon?
I remember. But that you had to like literally pull back like the hard span.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Jim?
Who's had Yoo-Hoo recently?
I haven't had it recently.
There's no milk in it.
It's
no
99% milk. Yeah.
So that shit lasts forever.
It's chocolate water.
It's literally like chocolate water.
I've never had a Yoo-Hoo. Should have saved that.
You never had a Yoo-Hoo?
Never.
Wow.
I don't know if I can vote for someone that's never
had a Yoo-Hoo.
All right,
I don't want to put that out
I'm
there.
breaking quarantine for this. This is an emergency. This is worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll check it out. We'll go to Walgreens.
Yeah, it's delicious. Okay, if you could have one person from history on Twitter, who would it be?
Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah, Mitch Hedberg is the best answer that I've heard throughout this whole thing.
Yeah.
That's
His
like Twitter was made for that guy.
Perfect for the format.
He would have killed it, and that would have been like the gold standard of tweets.
Yeah, definitely.
I've been saying like real answers, but I would like some like down on his luck weatherman, like just some guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you got to think someone pre-1980 on Twitter would
it's going to be
probably
super problematic.
And they would just get kicked off right away because they'd be like,
yeah,
what?
like Lincoln wouldn't last
we call
long. Yeah. Lincoln's not lasted long.
That's what we call him. I don't know.
You have new words for that? What?
Mitch Hedberg would be a good one. I don't know. It would be pretty crazy. Would be Lenny Bruce.
That'd be pretty good.
I've never seen any of his comedy. Actually,
it doesn't hold up as well as you think it was, but it's like revolutionary for the time.
Yeah.
But it's at least thought out. Like it's a thought out statement that's corny.
Yeah.
It's just not very funny.
Somebody said that he's like the first guy to just talk like a normal person on stage and not do like contrived.
Yeah, everybody at the time was always take my wife, please.
Yeah. Like Henny Youngman.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only thing is also like people forget about him is that he was only good for like a 7-month period. Because before that he wasn't good. And after that he was a drug addict. So it was all downhill kind of.
That's what every drug addict's chasing. That 7-month period.
Yeah, that 7-month period where he was perfect. That he was really good.
Then he get on to heroin.
I'd also love to see George Carlin on there, but I feel like he would have.
I don't think his rants would hold up.
He would have done a lot of Twitter threads. It would have got too much.
Yeah, he would have been yelling shit.
He'd be like Trump on Twitter, where you have to read 5 of them to get the whole story.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. He might be a little more coherent, but am I right, Democrats? Am I right? my first applause break.
You guys think Joe Biden's going to beat that sexual allegation charge? I think so.
I think he will.
Seems like it.
It's weird that Democrats are now going the same route as Republicans, where they're like, I know this is like kind of hack, but like Republicans were like, "What? He did a bunch of stuff. It's crazy. Like, get over it." And now Democrats are like, "Well, how do we know this is valid?" And it's like, well,
yeah.
You can't have it both ways.
Hey, no one's so perfect, you know.
Yeah, I'm a Green Party member, so
yeah.
I can't even vote for him.
And I'm a felon, so.
And I just don't vote. That way I get to bitch about whoever wins.
Join the Green Party. They won't know.
Yeah, they won't know.
Nobody
Trust
knows.
me when I say they won't look into it.
Yeah. And technically, the reason why I am a felon is because I'm part of a different Green Party. So.
Yeah. if you own a tie, they will let you
Come
speak
on
at
in,
rallies. Buddy. Yeah, you can speak at a rally. Like, he's got a tie. He's got
a tie. What do you want? He's professional.
Take for me, the barrier of entry into politics is low.
Yeah. It's a low bar down there. Well, we did it, everybody. That was the 10. All right. Now we're going to get into the next segment, which is the interrogation game, which is we each going to say a fact about ourselves. Could be true, could be false. And the other 3 are going to have 10 minutes to interrogate this person and 2 minutes to interrogate this person. And then at the end of the 2 minutes, we will guess whether the person is telling a true statement or a false statement. I'll go first so you see how we do it. Just let me play the music and then we'll get into it.
Oh, music.
Interrogation.
I have a lot of time in my hands.
I feel like that's an ending in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, interrogation. That's what I was going for, man. Thanks.
Friendship.
All right, so my story. My story is when I was 17 years old. I used to work for an A&P right across the parking lot from a bank that used to get robbed all the time. Still gets robbed all the time. And one day there was a shootout there between the bank robbers and cops, and the robber ran into my store and died in there.
Oh boy.
So we have 2 minutes.
Yes.
Damn.
He ran in wounded.
Where?
Yes.
How did he just fall down, or did he slowly?
He ran through an aisle. He ran to the back. He ran down an aisle, but he was shot and he died. He leaned against the wall and died. He bled out.
What did he look like?
I don't know. Mask, and I couldn't. They evacuated us out. Like once an arm came in, they were like, "Everyone, get the fuck out of here." So,
which aisle?
The cereal aisle.
Bullshit. No. Okay.
Nobody runs down a cereal aisle.
Was he?
He died with a Captain Crunch in his head.
I was about to say Captain Crunch. God damn it.
Yeah. Did he have money with him?
I don't know. I didn't see him.
What was his name?
Did he have a gun on him when he went in?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why we weren't allowed to go near him to see him.
Yeah.
I saw the security footage. He had a bag, so he might have had money on him.
And he
probably
had a
did
mask
have money on him.
on it?
Yeah, he had a mask on. What?
Okay.
Dollar sign on the bag?
Yeah, it was a dollar
wait,
sign on
wait.
the bag. Just running around like the
Where
Monopoly
was
man.
he shot?
I was shot in the stomach.
Okay.
Bitch ass motherfucker. You should have lived for at least an hour or 2.
Did you answer my question? What was his name?
Oh, I don't know his name. I just went like this when you asked. I don't know. I have no idea what his name was. And even if I did at the time, I probably wouldn't remember it. I was 17 when this happened.
All right, that's 2 minutes. What are we
No,
saying,
it's an hour and a half. You still got 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
I'm timing it.
He was shot in the stomach, ran down the cereal aisle, leaned against a wall, and died.
Well, he like all crawled to the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna say this is not true.
Okay. Time's up.
Time's up.
I gather. I'm going to say not true.
Okay. Reggie?
I think it's true just because Dan has seen a lot of crazy shit, and this is on brand.
Well, this did happen, and it did happen in the AMP I worked in, but I wasn't working there that day, so it's not true.
Okay.
But it absolutely did happen.
Wait, that it can be like one minor detail off.
Yeah. It could be like but to be true, it has to be 100% true.
Then my shit is going to be way different.
I was abducted by aliens.
And my favorite color is blue.
Yeah.
What's the law here? All right.
I'll do one. It's far less interesting,
okay.
Yeah. Since the virus, I got into punch needle sewing.
Punch needle sewing. What is that?
Punch needle sewing.
It's that shit. You ever see that old lady thing where like you take a fabric.
Oh, and you put it over the circle.
Yeah, pull over the circle and stab at it. Shank style.
How'd you learn it?
I mean, I knew what it was. I was just.
How did I learn it?
Yeah.
My mother-in-law sent me and my wife like this punch needle kit to like do while we're stuck at home because she's like,
how many have you finished?
Oh, none. Not one. But I started.
How many have you started?
One, because it actually takes a little bit of fucking time to do.
And what do you like about it?
You know what I liked about it? Well, at first I didn't like anything about it. Like I just got it and I was like, okay, we have this now. But then I started it and I was like, I don't know, like I got really into like how it kind of reminded me of like old school tattoos. So I've just been like,
yeah,
okay.
I know it's one of those things I'm gonna weirdly get into now, and I'm kind of pissed about it.
What's the picture you're working on?
It's a mountain scene. I've done the sky, the blue thread, and now I'm gonna go back and do the mountains.
Okay. How long did the sky take you so far?
I was kind of fucking ripping through it, to be honest. Like it was one of those things where like I was surprised I took to it. It doesn't look that good, but like I know if I give it a couple of tries, I could actually probably get pretty good at it.
Are you getting?
Go ahead.
Are you getting gender reassignment surgery to officially become a grandma?
Although it's no longer Transnational Day of
how many scenes come in a kit? What?
Isn't that what getting married is, Jimmy? You know that.
Yeah. How many scenes come in this kit?
This one was just one.
Just one. That's the time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just gonna say this is true.
You know what? Originally, I was thinking it was false because it's called needlepoint, not punch sewing. But you know what? I think you just got the name wrong. I think it's true.
I'm gonna say this is false because I feel like you would be putting this shit on Instagram somehow that you're doing it. Yeah. Some type of story. I don't know what the kids do these days. I'm gonna say bullshit.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this is true. It is true, but like I do a lot less. I really haven't done a lot of social media since it started because like, what's the point?
All right,
but
bragger.
Speaking of gender reassignment surgery, we started the punch needle kit, listened to like some like old school Indian music, and afterwards we read like my wife's grandmother's like autobiography or started it. I've gone full like I'm not cool or tough anymore. It's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's all done.
Dude, marriage takes it
downhill.
out. Wait till you have a kid.
But yeah, that needle punch shit, it depends though, because like it's the tool. It's a punch needle. So like if you type that in YouTube, it's a thing. And no, I'm just like
you idiots
taking this thing and just like I like it.
It's that overhand stabbing. That's how they do needlepoint in the hood.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that's fucked up though is like Pre got into plants and now we're doing needlepoint, but like there's cats, so the cats eat the plants and they fuck with the yarn. So I don't know why we're doing these types of activities.
All right, Jimmy, you want to go?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Mine is in the same vein as Reggie. It's pretty boring. I've gotten
fine.
every single job that I've interviewed for #white privilege.
Have you taken every job, or is it just you went to one interview and then you got the job, or is it like you had to decide which one you were going to take?
Every job that's gone to an interview, they've offered it to me.
Okay, that's what I mean. So you didn't necessarily take. How many would you say you have?
Probably 8 or 9.
Okay.
I had him in at 5 or 6. What was the
Over
first
the course of how many years?
The first job was at a grocery store.
Hey, me too.
Yeah, ShopRite. They made me manager for one day. My manager got fired, and they were like, "Hey, you're the only one that speaks English here. So, you have any management experience?" And I was like, "No." And they're like, "No, now you do."
Learn some Spanish.
I still want to go with Stefan's question. Over the course of how many years?
Yeah.
Since I was 16 to now, 34.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know if I have any questions.
A lot of turnover for you.
Yeah.
Like, do you
A lot of turnover. Alan.
Yeah. Do you have like a
How many
technique?
jobs-
Like a secret
How many
suit?
jobs have you actually had in that time?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm calling bullshit. He's counting.
Okay, that's a lot of turnover.
No, but I could consider like when I was in college and I had jobs like
Like movie theater or something like that.
Yeah, like I worked at a comedy club. I worked at like as a lifeguard. I worked for.
So when you fucked that guy's name up, you stopped working in the comedy, right?
What?
When you messed that guy's name up, you stopped working in comedy, right? That was it.
I've still worked there. I quit that job on my own terms.
What? I'm gonna have to go.
I think he's
say true.
You say
Look
true.
at
I
you.
think he's lying. Nice.
It's what I had for dinner.
I'm going to say false.
Just to be a contrarian.
Just to be contrarian.
Okay.
Okay, it's false. I've not gotten a lot of jobs. I'm gonna fuck up like you guys.
I'm a big loser.
The most recent job, I think. Yeah.
Well, okay, Stefan, do you want to go?
Sure.
Oh boy, this could be anything.
I didn't get a job once at Home Depot.
When I was 16 years old,
sorry,
I got arrested for stealing a car.
You were 16, you got stealing a car.
Okay. Yep. What kind of car?
It was a small red stick shift. I don't want to say it was a Honda Civic. I'm not really sure.
Like a Mazda?
It could have been. Like I have no idea.
Oh, were you alone?
Was that?
Were you alone?
I was not alone.
Whose car?
Whose car was it?
A kid we went to high school with.
Wait.
Oh, did you intentionally were you doing it to fuck with him, or did you do it like, oh, I'm going to steal this car?
It was, it was a little bit of both, honestly.
See, I would usually say
I've definitely done this before, my friend.
But I know you know how to drive stick. Was there a CD player?
No, it was a tape deck. Remember, I'm old.
Yeah, you are old. Was it the Space Jam soundtrack?
No, I stole it with a bunch of other white guys.
Okay.
How long did you get in trouble for
it? Not really at all. I got grounded for 2 weeks, but everything got returned, so it was really just a slap on the wrist.
Okay, so like a joyride.
No police involved.
Say what?
It's like a joyride.
Yeah, we went and got McDonald's. We ground some gears.
Of course. Jimmie's back, everybody.
Welcome back, Jamison.
Okay, wait.
Uh,
What I missed? You whose car was it?
Kid we went to high school with.
Okay.
Was it-
Did you
was
go
there-
to juvie, or how'd the court thing go?
They decided not to press charges because very little damage was done to the vehicle.
you can finish the question. You can finish answering the question, but that's the time.
So nobody actually had charges pressed against them.
Man, these white boys are just so uplifting. I like it. You guys have a good time.
Being white is pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie.
This has never worked out for me ever in my life.
Yeah.
Everything I've been arrested for, I stood in front of that judge every time.
I'd be fucking lifting milk cartons in the
Never
yard.
been like, he's fine.
I'm gonna say true.
Yeah, I'm gonna say true myself.
Because if you did have a criminal record, you probably wouldn't have gotten into the military, right?
Good point.
Oh, you score high enough on the ASVAB, they'll take you for any reason.
This is true, especially during the Iraqi war. But you know what? I think this is true. This just sounds like just innocent and dangerous enough. Yeah, feels true.
Okay.
All right. This is actually false.
Mm.
I was brought in as a witness because the people I was with stole the vehicle and then picked me up while I was walking around town.
Oh,
Wow.
So when
you
I
didn't
got
know
into
that
the
it was
vehicle,
stolen.
I didn't know it was stolen.
Hang on, boys. I'm
Okay.
getting water.
Okay, no worries.
You knocked them out, right?
Did you deny everything?
No, I sung like a canary.
Hell yeah, I would have sung.
Oh,
Really?
yeah, I would have too.
And there was nothing to honestly, we were all juveniles. There was nothing to get in trouble about.
Hey man, keep your beat clean. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that was the interrogation game, everybody. No.
Yeah.
We did it. Okay, so now we're going to a next game. And it's just random questions. Most of these I haven't answered.
Questions?
Questions, and I like to follow it up with. So, first random question.
Speaking of people who went to jail before.
Scooby Doo.
Oh, I thought that was Tim Allen.
Oh yeah, it's yeah, for drug trafficking.
Yeah.
What sport would be the funnest to add mandatory amount of alcohol to?
The answer is already softball.
Yeah, you have to make it a mandatory amount.
No,
I was going to say
NASCAR.
baseball, but that made it. Oh, NASCAR, nice.
Oh, NASCAR.
That's
NASCAR is a
pretty
great
DUI
sport.
around the
That's a
track.
great answer.
See, I was going to say high alive, but NASCAR is much better.
I know it's not really a sport, but the Blue Angels. Yeah, I think NASCAR is the answer.
NASCAR is a great answer.
That's, like, just increased deaths by exacerbated amount.
Some guys like, I shit my suit. And you're like, just keep driving.
Just keep
Just
going.
driving, Tigger.
Don't do more than 25 miles an hour. It'll take 17 hours, but you'll win.
Pulling into the pit crew, like throwing it, like knocking them over. To sign things that they're not gonna. That involuntary manslaughter doesn't exist for them. If you could choose one animal to help you win in a fight, which animal would you choose? I know the answer would be like a bear because the bear would pretty much be anything. But I would love to like team up with a boxing kangaroo. That'd be fun.
See, that would be a lot more interesting than like a gorilla or a bear. Yeah.
Just like boom.
Well,
I'd pick one of the big birds, like an emu or an ostrich.
An emu or an ostrich is a good one.
They're never going to see it coming, and then just
Yeah. Plus, you could ride in on him.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you can't ride in on your fighting partner.
Yeah. An Australian motorcycle, as they call
it. Yeah. But it looks so stupid with someone like Stefan just holding onto his neck like this.
I would like to
if somebody
have,
my size is on top of an ostrich, its knees are bent, it's barely walking. Get the
Oh,
fuck
it'd be
up.
fun. It'd be fun to ride into a fight on a rhino too. That'd be really fun.
I would
Like just bumping them off like Donkey Kong Country.
Dude, I've seen a rhino in person in nature. They're like, you don't want to fuck with one of them.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, seriously.
I
If that
always
thing's
thought,
you're in trouble.
yeah, a falcon where you could just call in an air attack.
Just
Like that.
they can pull out a horn like.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the premise of the Blue Falcon?
I don't know.
Yeah, kind
What's the
of.
Blue Falcon?
What's
Kind
that?
of. It was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. Blue Falcon was basically a Batman type character.
I don't remember this.
Oh yeah. He wasn't that popular, but like Blue Falcon's. That's a thing.
All
You
right,
have
if
to-
you could,
It wasn't like
You
funny.
can replace-
It was super straight. The Blue Falcon.
Say
Blue
what?
Falcon. Now I got to look into this.
It wasn't even like funny, like cartoon funny. It was just kind of like deadly serious for no reason.
Yeah,
I don't
Given,
know Blue Falcon.
Hanna-Barbera thing.
Yeah, I never heard of this.
but then he got brought back for Harvey Birdman, and it was fucking hilarious.
What was the one with the Dino Mutt too? You remember that one? Is that the same guy?
I don't know what you guys are.
Was that the Blue Falcon? I remember that was definitely Hanna-Barbera as well.
Dino Mutt, Dog Wonder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and those two idiot teenagers.
Yeah, that was part of the Blue Falcon. Yeah, Dino Mutt and Blue Falcon. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, if you could replace all the grass in the world with something, it would be
That'd be weed.
Sour Patch Kids.
I mean, not weed.
Sour Patch Kids. Weed.
Yeah.
Weed's a good answer. Sour Patch. Good answer.
Um,
You're like, I'm starving. Just going out there eating your
yeah.
landscapers are 800 pounds. Just
Wait, I got it. Ready? Discount codes for when you're shopping online and you see it take like 30% off. How jazzed do you get, man?
oh yeah,
That'd be pretty nice.
Yeah.
But if you don't need it, you can let your grass grow a little longer to be 40% off.
I don't know. Hardwood. I think hardwood flooring everywhere.
That'd be pretty good.
Dan loves an old house, is what he's trying to say.
You know what?
Yeah.
Right
Airplane
now.
bottles, little airplane bottles of liquor.
Oh, but I feel like they'd have to be the plastic ones because they'll like will cut your feet up. Oh, I like this next question a lot. What movie greatly improved if it was made into a musical? Paid in full. Goodfellas.
Not a big casino for sure.
My go-to would be Rocky,
Fiction.
but it's been done.
Been done. Pulp Fiction. Some Keaton. Ezekiel 25:17.
Made into.
You know what? Like keeping it kind of modern. Like if the Avengers was just like a musical, that'd be pretty badass.
Like they're like dance fighting.
Yeah. Like all this for drop of blood, but like it's a song.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe like a human centipede type thing. Just to
That'd be
like,
pretty good, bro.
he's weird, but his voice is great. And like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but half the lyrics would be.
Like, to that point, Parasite would work as a musical.
Oh yes.
that's a movie that I thought was way overrated.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh.
It's pretty good.
You know what though?
haven't seen it
I saw that before the hype. So when I was like, pretty fucking cool. And then everyone on it, and I was like, yeah, I was telling everyone to go see this. And then I couldn't say anything bad.
I just haven't been in the mood to read since I finished watching Narcos.
Yeah.
Narcos.
True.
Narcos would
be
be a great musical. Yeah, great musical, exactly.
Parasite just kind of landed in the right year. I mean, 1917 was pretty good, but like,
I love that movie.
Had to be the right time.
Yeah, I like that movie too.
That was good. Yeah.
I like 1917.
Me and Reggie watched. Reggie and I watched
so
his
did I,
whatchamacallit, like when they give for your consideration cop. I had one for some reason.
Yeah, like my wife's coworker's husband gets like early copies of movies. So like we had
Whoa! Don't get specific, Reggie.
Yeah. But yeah, we had an early copy. Me and Dan, like, we got ripped on some like J-Mo and just like watch in the dark of my house.
Yeah, that movie's so good. I don't know.
Yeah, it was really good. How much did you want to get to, like, him to get to his brother? And it turns out his brother, Joffrey, because the kid was Tomlin from House Baratheon. What's if your 5-year-old self could suddenly found themselves inhabiting your current body? What's the first thing your 5-year-old would do? Probably kill himself.
I'd be like trying to drive, something stupid.
Yeah.
I bet my 5-year-old self at the bar, and I'm not even kidding. He wouldn't know why, but he would be like, "It looks like it's fun."
Yeah.
He'd probably just curl up in a ball and wonder what these liver pains are all about.
Yeah. Or he'd go to a radio.
That's a good point.
Yeah, probably go to a toy store and
oh shit, yeah,
and just run wild with my credit card.
Yeah,
my 5-year-old self would buy as many video games as I already do.
Yeah, my 5-year-old self look at my fucking NES Classic. Excuse me.
Yeah, for sure.
You have what?
It would be better at it than I am right now.
Yeah. Oh, he'd be killed. Like he'd be like getting through Mario 3 like that. Like, what's stupid? Something that everyone looks stupid doing. I've thought about this. Running with a back. It's impossible to look cool doing it.
Yeah.
Run with a what?
Running with a backpack.
Oh yeah.
Blowing up shit, like it doesn't work.
Yeah,
I don't know. If you go back and watch Lone Survivor, he looks pretty badass.
Yeah. Well,
okay. Or ordering tacos at a legit taco truck and you don't speak Spanish.
Yes. Oh,
that's the best.
True. You were gonna go with the Jersey answer, which is food. Like bring on the. We're gonna fuck this up. Like, and they're saying the words to you. They're like, "Oh yeah, we go back." And I'm not gonna do the stereotypical accent, but you're like saying it to them, and you're speaking louder and slower. It's not good.
Yeah.
Like ordering a fucking cheesesteak in Philly.
I'm just gonna say coming. Nobody has a good coming face.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good one.
Very fair.
I think if you're riding like a bike down the street, like if it's not like a dirt bike or something like that, it's difficult to look.
Like the bike with the basket on it?
Yeah. Like almost like
no one wears a helmet cool.
Nah.
No, true. And football players look cool doing it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And baseball. But,
do you remember the player on the Buffalo Bills, Don Boyd Beebe? He had so many concussions, they put like a double helmet on him. So he looked like he had a giant head.
Fucking Peyton Manning had a big, giant fucking head on him, too.
Mm-hmm. That was his actual head.
No, but he got a giant head and helmet. He had the double helmet, too, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the guy?
If you could...
The pitchers, when they get those big helmets.
What'd you say?
Like what was it, like the Dodgers? Like they had that pitcher with the big fucking helmet.
I think we all know the original one is Mr. Met.
Nice.
Like to see the size of that mask, huh?
Oh wait, I got the obvious thing. Someone doing stand up for the first time.
Oh yeah, that's terrible. Yeah. Wow, it's really bright up here.
Yeah.
This
I don't know, guys. I kind of nailed it my first time.
It's just as bad every time.
What'd you say, Stefan? I couldn't hear you.
I said, I don't know, guys. I was great from the very beginning. I nailed it the first time.
Yeah, weren't we all?
That's what I keep saying.
The problem is I haven't improved at all. It's been a flat.
I really plateaued very early on.
Yeah, my first time.
My first time on stage was awful. I know exactly where it is if I want to humble myself, because it ended with
I found an old hard drive with a set when I was living in DC. It was just like, I don't know. I'm wearing like one of the little like Irish cabbie hats. I'm like a t-shirt. I just look like a dick. And
it's so
funny. They don't make any sense, and I hate it, and I can't watch it.
If you didn't experience like shame of some type after your first set, I think you probably think like, oh, I'm good at this, and then never do it again.
Yeah, I think so too. I think if you do though, like one thing specific, like I know on stage the first time, but I have no idea why I got on stage. Like there's no reason to. Like I thought it was bad. I was not delusional about it. I was like, oh, this sucks.
Well,
I did an impromptu Schwarzenegger impersonation on my first.
Oh, brutal.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, like,
get out of your car! I'm a cop, you idiot.
That's got to be weird. Starting comedy in LA, where like you do an impression of somebody, and it's like there's like an off chance that they're there.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine starting in LA. It just doesn't feel like the right place to start.
No.
Yeah, that's the goal. Is not.
Yeah.
I went there. I did stand up at the Belly Room in the Comedy Store, and it was like just having punchlines. It was like, oh, this guy's different. Like,
yeah.
That LA style is just so weird. It's like they're all trying to be actors.
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess we're next one. Have you ever sent a text to the wrong person? Yeah, I did this last night.
Wait,
was that?
I was
going to text the wrong person.
Text the wrong person. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Last night that I sent a sexting a lady, and I different. Oh shit! Did that last night.
Wrong sex, huh? Okay.
I've actually pretended to send a text to the wrong person to start a conversation with that person.
Damn, that's a pretty advanced move. It's good.
No, it's actually a fuckboy move. It was not good. I mean, we still had the conversation. It was great, but it was still kind of fuckboy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I sent "Love You, Man" to a psychiatrist and got a thumbs up back.
Bye. Love
it's
you too.
working.
No, well, it's not my psychiatrist. I do pharmaceutical sales. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, are you just working from home then?
Yeah, you could call it that.
So, do you have Xanax or what do you got?
I sell antipsychotic stuff.
That's good.
Yeah, we don't have to get into it. Trust me.
No, but like you're kind of needed right now. We need more of that shit in the.
They do. Yeah.
Just dump it in the water.
Yeah.
Just dump it in the water. It's like fucking end of Batman Begins.
I like legit because I'm like Dan knows this about me. As much of a lunatic as I am, I'm kind of a Boy Scout. So like for the first couple,
guys, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
While he's gone, like the first like month of this, I like legitimately tried to work like hard, and then it just hit me. And I'm like, why am I doing this?
I did too, actually, man. I've been trying to sell and do because I'm in sales, and it's like, dude, because
you
it's
don't got money right now.
Pharmaceutical sales is hard, man. Like you have to do it in person. Sales does not work over like text messages in the phone.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
But like unless you were like, I got the coronavirus cure.
Yeah.
No, I mean like I'm like besides the punch needle sewing and shit like that, I've been playing like Pokemon, which is like one of those things where like if I had my normal schedule, I would never figure that out. And like I actually got decent at competitive Pokemon, which is insane. So yes, the gender reassignment surgery is Wednesday.
Does your wife know? Is she also getting it? Are you guys just like swapping?
No. You know what? Like actually, I've been trying to find a game like this for a while. She's playing a lot of Animal Crossing, which is perfect because like that's such a like time consuming game that like I get to play my shit too. So we're both just doing that.
I've never played Animal Crossing. This is just like Sims, right?
Yeah, but like less complicated. It's like the most stripped down like life simulator possible. Like there's a lot of fun, quirky stuff to it, but it's very
So
straightforward.
it's like Sims. It's like Sims, but without the animated set.
Yeah, like Sims, for instance, like you have to make sure your character doesn't die. You couldn't die in Animal Crossing. Like if you tried, you can't.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Okay.
Wait, I have a question, Reggie.
Mhm.
Married guy to married guy. Did you get hazed by your wife's family when you started like dating her, and vice versa?
Yeah. So, my wife's family, well, her mom was fine with me the whole time. Her dad was kind of a dick about it, as they can be. But what kind of turned the corner with that was the first time he met my dad. And my dad just kind of like alpha the entire situation. I was like, oh, that's how you play this guy. So like ever since you have no power here, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's awesome.
Like my dad just like
Reggie's dad.
Like he just like took over the entire situation and he was just like, nope, we're doing this and we're doing this and this. And I was like, oh, like once he faced a real threat.
Did you just look your father-in-law in the eye and go, I don't eat that.
I don't eat this shit.
But like I'm like a diplomat, so like I've worked like the entire like the women's side of the family. So like the dad out of like pure like survival has to be friends with me because everyone else knows me.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
How about you though? Like how'd that go for you?
My wife, I think my family, I'm not even making this up, legitimately likes her more than me. Yeah. But my mother-in-law was super cool, and I had a weird thing where my wife's dad, he died, and my wife's mom, my mother-in-law, started dating someone the same time I started dating her daughter. So the two of us were like, all right, like game plan time. And he's the nicest guy ever. He's like, I hit the jackpot with father-in-laws. Like he's my wife's stepdad now, but he's the man.
Yeah.
See, that's an interesting dynamic because like you both kind of have and you're like, look, buddy, let's talk this out.
Yeah. Dude, he's the best. Yeah. But awesome. It made me think that how good of a movie idea would it be where
that's a great movie idea.
No. A guy and his father-in-law don't get along, and then all of a sudden, for some reason, the mother and the daughter die, and then they have to go and try and get chicks together. Like for some reason, they're forced to live together, and just they have to go help each other.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll give you the Hollywood edit where like they it's like they both have a bad breakup at the same time. It's like a fucking terrible dinner date or something like that. And then they try to like make it on their own. And the Hollywood approaches, they would eventually get back to the original women because that's Hollywood bull.
See, but mine is always
Meet
good.
The
like whenever
Part 4.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I always love whenever I meet like significant others' parents and like they're like you know they're gonna be like try and like intimidate you, but I'm 6'3", bro. Like I'm the intimidating one here, man. Like let's be honest. I have all the cards. I'm fucking your daughter, and I'm much bigger than you. But the last two serious ones were that the I didn't have to deal with it at all because like both of them were all daughters. Like the families they just had daughters. So when a guy came in, he's like, finally, I could talk to him about something. Like, oh my God, I've been waiting to talk to someone about the Mets for 5.
Yeah. I was with the flight attendant for 4, maybe 5 years.
Yeah.
Never met her father the entire time.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, she would not let me meet him. Like, and he's a weird eclectic fucking like genius. He had 5 PhDs.
Wow.
Really?
But never met him the entire time. Her mother, her stepdad, we hung out all the time.
Okay.
Not all the time,
yeah.
Like,
okay. So that's kind of like these strange.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you still with her?
No.
Oh, what happened, Stefan?
Let's see. She started her New Year's resolutions early and broke up with me on December 30th,
Ouch.
which was neatly in between Christmas and my birthday, which was just So
that's rough, man.
But like,
Yeah.
I mean, we're still friends. We still talk and all that shit. But
well.
Wow.
I don't know what that
was. I'm sorry. Can you say that again? You broke up on December 30th?
Yeah.
Twice.
How bummed were you on New Year's Eve?
You know what? It was so fucked up because on the Friday she said we need to talk, and that was the Friday I'm working. I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and she ghosted me all weekend. And I was just like, I 100% know what's going on. So on Monday, when I show up to have the talk, like, I'm done. I'm emotionally over it. Like, I know it's coming. But she was like a fucking wreck. She was crying. She was drinking too much. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, spit it out. All right. Now you talk to me. You get to cry now. It was nice. It was nice.
You kind of won the breakup there. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't. But after the 3 days of being ghosted, I was so fucking angry that I was like, I wanted to see her in pain. Like, I wanted her to feel that I'd spent the weekend going.
That's fair. That's fair.
At least you're mature. That's good.
What'd you say? Like, hope your plane doesn't crash. Like,
no, stop it.
Oh man,
no, like it was an adult decision. Like, like I said, we still talk. We're still friends and all that shit.
Yeah,
you know.
What flight? What airline?
United, several.
Ooh, United. I bought some United.
I'm a United frequent flyer.
You know what? She actually, and this is a testament to the fact that we're still friends. She kept me on as her pass rider for this entire year.
Oh, that's dope.
So,
that's cool.
Yeah.
If this pandemic ever ends, I get to fly for free for
Yeah.
That's cool at least.
Wow. Yeah. That's like all the perks of having a girlfriend.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a very adult breakup.
I'm going to fly down to Florida and meet some sluts and just be like, thank you for flying me down there.
Let me help you
how
out.
Weird would it be if you were flying on a flight and she was one of your flight attendants? That'd be weird.
And you're with a different girl?
Yeah, you're with some like...
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Hey, thanks.
What are you going to New Orleans for? No reason.
Florida's overrated, man. Get yourself out to Tempe. Go see one of them divorcees.
This one I said New Orleans. I said New Orleans on this one.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm telling you, Tempe. Get out there, man. It's great out there.
Okay. Have you been to Tempe?
Arizona's weird, man.
Yeah,
I know.
Like every person who's like a fucked up like influencer on Instagram, where they're like, yeah, I specialize in like some weird skill. They're always from Arizona.
Fair enough.
What's something that is really popular now, but in 5 years everyone will look back on and be embarrassed by?
Face masks. No.
I bet like some designer face mask, but you weren't. I don't think you'll be embarrassed by it because you're like, I had to fucking do it. I might as well make a joke out of it.
No, it's
publicly zooming on Facebook.
What?
It's going to be
publicly zooming on Facebook.
Oh yeah, zooming.
Zoom.
I'm trying to think something. Some kind. It's got to be something fashionable.
This is just my opinion. I'm not saying anything. I think those iWatches by Apple, I feel like in not 5 years, but maybe in like 10 to 20 years, we're all going to be like, what were we thinking with these? It's just,
what were we thinking with this?
Like they're awesome, but.
Oh, I know the answer to this. It's Tiger King.
I just said that.
Oh, did you? I didn't hear you say that.
But we were talking over each other. This is a Fitbit, by the way, but it looks just like an iWatch.
Yeah.
See, I got the old style Victorinox.
Tiger King's definitely gonna be that thing where you say, "What the fuck were we all thinking?"
Yeah, what we were all that bored.
Do you think woke
Like, we were
culture
all-
will be like that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Wait, what's that?
The whole culture
Do
will
you
be
think
like.
woke culture will be like,
Oh,
we were?
dude. It's like everything. It's a pendulum, man. You go one
Yeah.
direction, you come back.
Hmm.
We were being fucked about everything.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think about it like this from like the politics standpoint, right? Like we do the same shit all the time. It's like 8 years of blue, 8 years of red, and then like you know what I mean? It's all bullshit, dude.
Now, see, I think they're gonna be like, listen, that Tiger King. They're embarrassed by it because they're gonna realize that Joe Exotica was the only sane one out of all of us.
Yeah.
Well,
It's gonna go the other way.
Like when Trump pardons him and then he ends up being president, and we're all like, we fucked up.
We fucked it up. We really screwed the pooch on this one.
President Tiger King.
President Exotic.
It's like we're all like collectively able to like fuck around and just be like, I'm just gonna vote for Joe Exotic, and
Yeah,
be the president.
Not Jimmie in the Green Party, and not me with my tie in the Green Party.
I can't vote for him.
Yeah, no. Although he's an independent, so maybe if he joins the Green Party, you're good.
I don't know. I think our candidate's Greta Thunberg.
Yeah.
That's what we're all gonna look back on and be like, what the fuck was that? Greta Thunberg?
Dan Caprio. Joe Exotic is a gentleman. That's true. He is a gentleman.
That's just not true.
All right, this could be a very interesting question. What's your most embarrassing moment from high school?
Ooh,
Ah.
so many.
I used to get the shit kicked out of me every day. That was pretty embarrassing.
How did you get the shit kicked out of you? You're a giant.
I wasn't giant though. I was younger than everyone. I was in high school when I was 13 because your boy's super smart. And then
Honestly, if I had to guess, I'd say you would have been older.
Yeah.
By a grade.
So I got in, and then believe it or not, I had the same mouth that I have now. So people would, and I was short. I was like 5'8", and I was overweight, super overweight. And then people would make fun of me, and I'd make fun of them back, and mine were better. And before you know it, there'd be 9 people surrounding me, and it's like, oh, I'm not winning this one. And so that would turn over.
How much did you weigh at your fat?
I probably weighed as much as I do now. So probably like I weigh like 250, 260 now. So
yeah.
So it's probably that. And then my freshman year, my sophomore year, I hit a growth spurt. So I went from like 5'8", 5'9" to 6'3", and I worked out every single day for 3 hours a day, and I was chiseled muscle. So then everyone was. No, I played baseball.
I'm gonna show those guys.
Yeah, exactly. 100% that is like, I'm gonna fucking kill these people. And that's then everyone was really nice after that.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, it's funny how that works when they're all like, "Oh, we can't fight him anymore."
Yeah.
So that, and then I was like, "Fuck this place." After that.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
No, Reggie. What was yours? I always figure you as like a cool guy.
Yeah, like the thing is, I can't think of one moment. Like I was overall kind of awkward, but people sort of liked me, you know? So like the nerds liked me because I was a nerd. The jocks liked me because I was like a jock. So like I lived in both spaces, but like I just remember feeling awkward all the time. So I can't think of one moment, but like I just kind of like faked it till I made it. And like now it's just kind of weird to me that all the shit that was lame kind of became cool. Like for instance, comic book movies are like hot in the streets right now. So like I weirdly like grew into like popular culture, and I still don't understand how that happened.
Yeah. That is kind of bullshit though, because those comic book people are like almost bullies now. Like someone said to me at an open mic one time, they're like, you haven't read the comic book? And I was like, no, it was about Spider-Man. They're like, you didn't read the comics? And I was like, no, I watched the cartoon. And they're like, you're not a real fan. And I was like, yeah, I know. I just watched it. Fucking loser.
I'm a fucking adult who has a job and a wife and a kid. Like, what do you want me to do?
Don't try and bully me. Like,
it's weird how that's definitely reversed. Like in the timeline of my life, of like how it's completely reversed now.
Yeah.
That it's like the intellectual became the bully. It's just whoever has the power is really the bully.
Yeah.
Really.
Stefan, I always pictured you as like a real smart kid when you were in high school. Is that true?
Yeah, but I was also like I was like Reggie. I was in with the nerds, like Latin 4 years. I was in every stage show, so I was a theater nerd.
Wow.
But I was also all county football and co-captain of the wrestling.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was like Reggie, like where
So you
I
killed
could
it in
hang
high
out
school.
with everybody, but everybody didn't want to ask me because they assumed I was hanging out with everybody else.
Yeah. You killed it in high school then. Like
Oh yeah, I definitely peaked at
sports.
17.
But, like for me, like it didn't feel like it at the time. You know, like I felt like I wasn't killing it in a lot of ways because like it's like a jack of all trades thing. If someone's excelling at something, I'm like, man, but that guy's really good at that.
Yeah.
Or that guy's really good at that. Like, I'm just like kind of this middle ground dude, which I think is actually kind of permeated in your life.
Kind of okay at everything.
Yeah. I feel like all comedians in high school are like stand-up comedians. They're like taking it all in, and they're almost like kind of not quiet, but like they're not like the funniest guy. Like they're always like
100%.
Yeah, almost like an introvert.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, there was nothing.
I wouldn't say I was an introvert, but yeah, I 100% get what you're saying.
Yeah, like you internalize a lot of stuff, and then like once you get out of there, you're like, I got a lot of shit to say. I got to talk about it.
No, like, but you look at it. I bet every one of us in here, none of us think we're the funniest people we know.
No, I know, dude. You looked at the Instagram of this kid that I went to high school with. He's still the funniest person I know.
Yeah,
like I watch it, and I was like, dude, he's so much funnier than me.
Dude, my younger brother will just say shit that I'm just like, yo, this motherfucker's hilarious, bro.
Yeah,
like, hilarious.
My twin brother's the same way. He makes me laugh out loud all the goddamn time.
All the time.
Wait, you have a twin brother?
Yeah.
Wait, I did know that actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought you met him once or twice.
Yeah.
Mine looks a lot like me.
But no, I think you're right. Like what makes someone a comic versus what makes someone funny is the observation thing. Yeah. Like you have to see what's happening and then try to like translate that to an audience, which is not necessarily being funny. Being funny is different.
But
skill.
it's being funny is just like in the spur of the moment, you could just come up with anything funnier than anyone else in the room. But being comically funny is not only like working, but also being funny right now.
Right. It's more planned strategy. But I think somebody said something once. This isn't my quote. I don't want to take credit for it. They're like, when you see somebody who runs across a football field streaking, everyone thinks like, oh, that guy is a huge comedian. But he's not. The real comedian is the person who convinced him to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
Quote Jimmie Allinder in that one.
No, I think on top of all that, for a comic to be a comic, there's also a need to get up there and like pay attention to me. I think there's got to be some of that. Otherwise, you're just going to be funny at the water cooler.
Yeah.
It's that weird combination of you need it, but they need it too. So like it's all tailored to be like, even if I don't think this is the funniest thing to me right now, I know this crowd's gonna think this is funny. And then I'm like creating all these like situations that are like basically taking your own life experience and saying, you can relate to this aspect of my life.
Yes.
Even though I've never met you. I know you can. And having a hit rate so consistent that like, yeah, I'm gonna go in a room with 200 people and like they're all gonna laugh because this is close enough to the common human experience.
I feel like most people don't get that though. They're like,
thing.
My friends think I'm hilarious, so I could do it.
Yeah, but like that's
but the way to translate that, like you don't understand some of the conversations we had, like me and Reggie have had. That I've definitely said on this podcast. Like one day we were just breaking down Regulators, the song Regulators with Warren G and Nate Dogg.
Hell yeah.
Like we were breaking it down, and it's like fucking just the idea of like him. that like they're dropping in, yelling, it's a tad bit late. Nate Dogg of Warren G had to regulate. It's like these guys are on the ground. The fight is over, and they're begging for their lives, and he's like, nope. He's killing them,
like,
and then let's go out and have sex with these women.
Like melodically, it's like I just murdered 3 guys and I saw some hoes. Now I'm gonna fuck them in a motel. It's like that's the song.
And like we're dying the whole time. We're like laughing at each other, going back and we just keep talking about it, like for like 2 hours, like going in depth about it. Like,
but that's what being a comic is taking something everyone saw and twisting it and just being like, how did you not see this angle? Like that's what comedy to me.
But it's also turning the room into that car ride that we were in.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're joking around with your friends, that's the hard part, to make it like that's the same voice telling you about the coronavirus or telling you about whatever. And it's that way. That's also the skill of doing it.
Somebody
you know what I've had trouble with?
Mm-hmm.
When I was in the military, you're on watch with the same 6 guys 6 hours at a time. You're bored as shit half the time, and you just get into the worst jokes ever. You talk about each other's mother. The lower level watch whips his dick out for no good reason.
Mm.
Making these same jokes to even the fucking cops I work with makes them feel awkward. And it's just like, it's so hard to translate what you can talk about and what you can't talk about.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up. Like if I said something about Jimmie's mom right now, I'd be a dick because it's not socially acceptable. But you do it in lower level.
Yeah.
Somebody once
100%.
said
Forget
to me,
what point I was making.
Somebody once said to me, this is kind of an insult, but I took it as a compliment. That they were like, I think they meant it as a compliment, but it felt like an insult. They were like, you talk about a lot of hack subjects. And I was like,
wow,
what do you mean? And they were like, but you do it different. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, but that makes it not hack.
So like you're not.
Hey, first of all, I don't know anyone that does a space cop joke. So okay, that's number one.
I really do love that joke.
But someone critiqued my comedy and said like, yeah, you cover a lot of hack subjects. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, but I think you write well enough that doesn't matter. I think you write it's written well enough that it's not hack. Like hack
exactly.
Bad writing.
Yeah.
You know? But like
and
that's what it is.
Like lazy writing, like it's almost like
this black guy stole my car. Like that's hack.
Yeah. It's like it's been done.
Yeah,
it's been done way to death. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah,
like
but the black guy who actually stole my car, does that make him a hack?
Yes, it does.
Like but like one of the jokes I'm proudest of most is like my neighbors are like their names are Sandy and Diane Black, and I make the whole joke about Black Lives Matter, and I make the whole joke about them like being the worst. They're not like white trash at all, but according to the joke, they're like white trash pieces of garbage. And at the end, I reveal that their names are the Blacks, and like it's like so not all Black Lives Matter. Like that joke to me was my proudest like writing that I was like, I'm so happy with that, like reversing that on its head, like taking something that's like untouchable and reversing it.
Yeah.
That's something so fun to me.
I think for me, like kind of what we were just talking about now when we're talking about high school, because I think that's probably where all this weird comedy energy came from. There's plenty of guys like me and Stefan who were like, who fit in but didn't think they did. And I think there's so many people like that when you're able to like point to these like weird, like just the nuance of life, I think that a lot of people pick up on it because there's this sort of like mass imposter syndrome that's going on. And I think if you can like tie into it, you can make things really funny. My own personal little comedic philosophy, I think.
All right. So a question for you guys. Where do you think comedy is going? Is it stories or more punchlines?
Right now,
I think it's going more punchlines. But actually, no, I take it back. I reversed my answer. It's definitely more stories.
I think right now, more stories.
Yeah.
Because I really, and I mean, I include myself in this. I really don't think that modern comics punchline as hard as they probably should be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100% agree.
I think it's going to be a wave. It's going to go up and down. You're going to get a bunch of people telling stories where we are now, Tom Segura. But then, punchlines are going to come back around. It's going to go back and forth.
That's the problem. I hate that.
Yeah.
I genuinely hate that too, though. Like, because people don't realize, like, it's hard to tell a story. Like, and
Hell yeah.
no matter what you think about, no
I
matter what you
can't
think
do it.
about his politics, that Bill Cosby, he could tell the fucking story.
Tommy
But-
says hi, everybody.
Hi, Tommy.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Tommy.
But like, I could do it sometimes. Like, very rarely can I do it. But I'm much more comfortable doing jokes. Like, I'd rather do the joke. It's harder to me.
See, like
Yeah.
I watch Dan work, and I'm like, man, I wish I like had that kind of like punch per minute thing. I kind of get more story driven with like the punches in the story, but like I don't know, like I'm trying to get to the point where I challenge myself to do more of that sort of setup punch style, but I've never really explored that in a way that
Yeah.
you know,
And it's hard too. Like, there was I tell that one story when I was in Ireland and I got into a bar fight, like within 2 hours of being in Ireland. And I had nothing to do with it. Like, some guy, they got me confused with and I was hanging out with these guys and they started a fight, and then they thought I was involved with them, and they hit me, and then they hit me. So then forget it. I'm getting involved now. But I told that and the joke, like, it's very like interesting. And then, like, we run into these cops, and at the end the cops are like looking at us like, do you have any guns? And we're like, no. We're like, do you have any knives? And I'm like, no. They're like, all right, sort it out, fellas. And they just let us fight. They just let us go. And they basically like refereed the fight, and then we went out drinking with the cops. And then, but like, I tell that story on stage. I've told it maybe 3 or 4 times on stage. It's never worked. It worked once.
Yeah.
At that one night at your mic, Reggie.
yeah, I've heard it work. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so that was specifically when I heard it work.
That's the only night it worked.
It's a solid.
And I don't know why.
Isn't
Solid.
that frustrating though? When you're like,
Yeah,
this
it's so
is
frustrating.
funny. I just
Yeah,
It
and it's
just
all
doesn't-
true.
And it actually happened.
Yeah.
oh,
All right, guys, we're gonna go into some would you rather questions before we get into before we sign off for the night. We're only gonna do a few since we were rambling and actually having a good discussion.
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather, everybody?
No, I would not.
Would you rather?
I was thinking one. I think I asked at the end of the night, but I want to hear you guys take on it. Would you rather? We're talking about someone you hate the most. You hate this person. Would you rather take $10,000 of your own hard-earned money and send them on a dream vacation, or eat their own shit? Literally eat their shit.
wait, they have to, or
No, you eat their
You have to eat their shit,
or send them on a
or send them on a
$10,000
dream
vacation.
vacation for $10,000.
You know what? I'm too poor to answer this question. So
No, you're not. That's the you got
I
the
know,
$10,000.
throwing a little realism into weird questions.
Well,
You know what? I would send them on a vacation.
at least you get a cheap plane ticket out of it.
Only I'm the pass rider. Only me or Matt, who looks like me and happens to have an old license that I lost.
I'll let Jimmie go, and I'll give you my logic for this one.
yeah, is it their dream vacation or my dream?
Yeah,
Their
dream.
dream. Personally,
Dude, I would probably just send them. Just go to Cleveland where you've always wanted to go, and you know, I don't know. I only have like one dude that I like don't like in life.
There's a couple people. There's a couple people that I'm sure for me, some of this, you guys could guess some of them. So we all know who some of them are.
Wait, Dan, do you remember at 10th Street Live when that guy wanted to fight me?
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't know. I don't think I did anything, and
How did I miss that one?
he just wanted to fight me for some reason. And I
Yeah,
remember
because you yelled something at him. Like, you didn't do anything that bad.
yeah.
You basically dismissed him. Like, you made a joke. Like, that's what you were saving this whole time, or something like that. It was a very dismissive statement.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Yo, fuck you, bro." Like,
Certain people will not take being dismissed. They take that so personal.
yeah.
It's like you mean so little, you don't exist.
Yeah, they'd rather you rip into them hard body.
Yeah.
that's how you know you're bombing, when someone's being dismissive. You're like, I gotta fight this guy now.
Yeah. I would send that guy on his dream vacation.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I was thinking about, my answer was the dream vacation. That way I could at least hope they die.
Yeah.
But I would also, I don't know. Eating their shit, I could just yell at them and shit like that while I'm eating it. But I don't know. I guess the dream vacation.
Plus, it's over fast.
Because I don't know if I can physically do it.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Well, if I knew his dream vacation first, maybe it's to the Congo. Good luck.
Yeah. See, I go with the dream vacation here because like the scenario implies I can afford it. So it's like, you know what? If I can't afford it, let me send this asshole somewhere rather than eat a shit. I can't live with myself.
Yeah, eating shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I just don't think I could actually physically do it.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And
I could also,
I mean, some people pay to do that, but I'm not one of those people.
I mean,
would you?
Sorry.
For the rest of your life, would you rather keep your shirt on during sex or your shoes?
Sure.
I guess I'll go the shirt. That's fine.
Yeah, shirt.
Because like to get up underneath, like use the legs as leverage. I'll get mud all over my sheets. I don't need that.
To quote Louis C.K., this isn't getting any better. This is all downhill. So, yeah.
My real answer is shirt, but I will accept shoes because the pornos with the black guys in the Timberlands, it's like
it's the best.
It's the best thing in the world. You look very cool in some Tims.
Wow, now that I know that you've been watching Mr. Marcus.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you wear? He wears his fraternity hat. Would you rather find out that your significant other was a furry or a dominatrix?
Dominatrix.
I'm going to say a dominatrix because I'm also not putting up with that shit.
This is a little bit more mainstream, man.
My wife was a clown for years.
Yeah?
Really?
It's like a weird thing that she's like oddly proud of.
Yeah.
Well, clowning is actually very hard. Like I took a lot of theater.
Colorophilia. That's
people
what that
were clowns, like legit. Yeah,
clowns freak me out, but learning how to clown is actually really okay. That's a good question. That's one of the ones we've asked on here before. Would you rather have permanent clown makeup or permanent clown clothes?
I'm gonna go makeup because I think I would look dope in a suit with a clown nose.
Yeah, but also like they always think you're gonna be robbing the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no.
And then you don't,
but you don't have the makeup on, just the clothes.
You just have the clothes, but
then you just look off duty.
Yes, correct. But you still have like the fuzzy collar and like the fur, the balls of like
big shoes
all over you, the big shoes. Yeah,
I'm going makeup. I'm gonna be a rapper.
I'm going makeup, and I'm never going back. Just based on a warm standpoint.
Just embrace the lifestyle.
Yeah, you just hang out juggalos, bro.
But dude, like I don't want to be sitting in a cloud outfit.
Become a roadie for ICP.
Yeah. Fucking become the actual Joker in real life.
I think you'd have to, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not cool enough to be the Joker. I would just have to be a roadie for ICP.
Would you rather sleep with a girl who refused to let her touch her ass or her tits?
Yes.
I don't care. This is a stupid
ass.
Yeah.
I guess ass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip to something else better.
I don't know. I'm down with the brown.
I'm down with the brown.
Pass.
Would you rather spend one more night with someone you've lost and loved and have to say goodbye to them all over again, or be able to erase them from your memory completely so you don't feel the pain of their loss?
Ouch.
Wow.
That's a deep one.
That's a very good one. That's tough.
That's deep.
Easy for me. Erase them. Get rid of them.
No, I don't think I'd ever get rid of them.
You're all ones and zeros anyway.
I'd spend one more night with them.
Yeah, if it's somebody like that, like I'd rather have known them and just have to deal with that.
Yeah, because at least I get the experience of knowing them. And I'm sure they taught me something. Because I don't know, I think and not only that, but like at least you get to say most of the people that I know that I've lost in my life, I've never actually said goodbye to them.
You smell the script.
But then you have to go try to pick up girls.
Yeah. When we lost ODB, I was very upset. So
yeah.
Maybe Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un.
Who
Now,
knows?
all the weekend at
Maybe.
Bernie gifts are my favorite.
They're so
they're
funny.
amazing. Yeah.
They're so funny.
Yeah.
Who becomes leader after him though?
I think it's
His
his
sister.
sister.
His sister's a bad bitch too. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, yeah, she's way more competent and way more ruthless.
Yeah, and she'll be doing female things to fuck
Mhm.
us over.
Seriously.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
passive aggressive stuff and. All right.
Like launching missiles at us that miss on purpose.
I wasn't aiming for you.
Yeah.
Jimmie,
She had
did
a
you
dream
answer?
the United States tried to nuke her.
Although not for nothing, if she does become dictator, I'm totally going to jerk off to that.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
a dictator, all right. How'd that dictate?
Gina DiMaggio. She is scary, Gina. She's very scary.
She's scary.
I would.
I saw
I don't
something
know. You
on
know what that,
my
you know what
buddy.
that is? It's like you see the movie Onward.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody has Disney
No.
Plus besides me. Okay.
I know what you're talking
I
about.
do,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen it.
So Onward is basically the kid gets another day with his dad. He never met his dad. He only has his. I don't want to ruin. Can I ruin it?
You go right
All
ahead.
right. So
Yeah, whatever.
Do you mean the podcast or the movie?
That was a great line. He gets half of his dad back, literally the lower half of his dad's body.
Oh, yeah. This is with
Oh, yeah,
Chris Pratt and
the
Tom
cartoon.
Holland, right?
Yeah. I hated it. So I would say I would rather not have the memory at all than get that one day.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's a good metaphor.
They did it at the end of AI, too, is that they could recreate one day with him and his mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But then he had to live the day knowing that she's not going to be there at the end. But
See,
okay,
if
would you
you-
rather?
If
What?
you get rid of the memory, that'll just be one less reason I randomly start crying when I'm drunk at 3 o'clock in the morning.
It's
That's
true.
fair.
Valid point. Would you rather be with someone who shows you only half of what the affection you want and need, or be alone? I'm going all or nothing at all, baby. That's a good Frank Sinatra song, by the way.
Probably alone.
Yeah, alone's
Yeah, I
probably
think alone.
Yeah, because then at least you don't have to like be pissed at someone.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah.
That's a good answer. I'd go
No
alone.
woman, no
Especially
cry.
in these unprecedented times.
That's good. Would you rather have your dream career and never fall in love, or fall madly in love and work a 9 to 5 that you don't really enjoy?
How is it that I'm living the worst of both of these scenarios?
Yeah. I feel like I did the latter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
mean,
good, right?
So Jimmy's answer is that.
You know what? I'll take the dream job.
I'll take the dream job too because I don't have anyone that I love. So
You and me, brother. You and me.
yeah. Well, we could fuck, bro. We're pretty much the same size. Double our wardrobe like that. Would you rather have your
I gotta
significant
go soon.
Oh no,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
we're
we do.
gonna wrap up. I'm gonna ask you 3 more questions,
Okay.
and then we'll wrap up.
All right.
If that's okay with you. Would you rather, assuming you could see into the future, would you rather know how long a relationship with one lasts, or the person the relationship is with? You could choose one.
Person.
Yeah, I think I go person too.
Person.
I don't want to know how long something's gonna last.
Yeah.
I would go with how long it lasts. Then you could plan the next one.
Fair. It's one angle.
Yeah. Just know, like, all right, wait, what's today? October? I got to start working out again and get back in shape.
Yeah.
That's
By
a
the way,
valid
this
point.
is our anniversary. What are you talking about? We've only been together 6 months. I mean, 2 years from now.
Let's wrap it up. Would you
Why
rather?
haven't you called me anything?
Would you rather live in the same place for your entire life, or have to move to an unknown destination every year for the rest of your life?
Oh, definitely the second one.
Unknown destination?
Unknown destination.
I guess if it's a year, it can't be that bad.
Yeah, I can't. Like a year goes pretty fast.
Although, like my rationale would probably be the first one because like that's not too far off of what my life's been.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's fine too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd probably
I think
take the
I take
first
the
one.
first. I think I take the first one because
Yeah.
I could go visit other places, but I can't live there. You know.
Yeah.
True.
And also, you kind of like master where you're at.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I
Like,
know everybody.
I'm fucking Norm from Cheers now. There.
Yeah.
And then my Farls. And then my final question is: would you rather live in Jurassic Park or Walking Dead?
Say this all the time.
Oh, wow. That's a good question.
And that's pretty much my go-to end of the what would you rather.
So, like,
I love both.
at Jurassic Park or just in the universe where Jurassic Park exists?
Jurassic Park universe.
In the you're on the island when it breaks out. But it's the universe of Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I know my answer.
I know my answer too.
You know, I'm gonna go Walking Dead just because sometimes you need to fucking hit somebody in the head.
That's true. That's true, Marty.
Yeah.
I'm going Jurassic Park because if you could get off that island, the rest of your life is normal.
Right. I'm going to say Jurassic Park because I already own a lot of khakis, and I feel like you'd wear that a lot in Jurassic Park. So.
Yeah.
One of the that was one of the questions I was going to read next before I went to the other one. What was the most embarrassing thing you ever wore? And I remember this specifically. It was a pair of fucking overalls with a Kangol hat. And this was in 8th grade, by the way. And I had the fucking one open. And these two girls who were like my friends' neighbors ripped into me for hours. And like I was like, that just occurred to me. I don't know why. Because you mentioned khakis. That's
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, Jurassic Park. There you go. I'd rather see a dinosaur than a zombie anyway.
Yeah.
I feel like with zombies, if that's happened, that means that the world is over and that you're forever in like seclusion.
Yes.
Right?
Pretty much. Or you're constantly moving and living in fear.
Yeah. And I'm not like resourceful as is, so yeah, Jurassic Park.
If it's Jurassic Park, if you get off the island, nothing's changed.
You're good. You're good. As long as those pterodactyls.
Jurassic Park, man. That's just if you do go, it's quick, man.
You're just getting murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's our show, everybody. We made it to the end.
All right.
I want to thank. I'm Dan Farley and Reggie Parker. I want to thank both of our guests tonight, Stefan Romanyszyn and Jimmie Allinder, everybody. Guys, where can they find you online if they want to follow your jokes and shit?
At Jimmie Allinder on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm trying to record an album in the winter, but comedy is officially stalled, and I feel like it's the last art that's going to go back. So.
Yeah, so we'll see.
We'll see, man.
We'll see what happens. What about you, Stefan? Where can they find you?
On Twitter at nope_Stefan, STEFAN, not the ON, like the fucking SNL. Again, I tried to change my name several times. It didn't work out. And other than that, you can find me online at the liquor store.
Thank you. Guys, and thank you, Reggie. You can find him at RP Comedy, my cohort. You can find me at JerseyDan18 on Twitter and Dan Farley18 on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are the best. I'll speak to you guys soon. Stay safe. And just remember, so the coronavirus doesn't kill itself, just like Jeffrey Epstein. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.